I'm now going to talk briefly about who the RipperONE is for, why we made it, what is the point of this bot, how can it benefit you. So the first thing I want to talk about here basically is that RipperONE was designed to be the ultimate plug and play bot, truly intuitive, requires very little interaction from the trader. It doesn't really, most of the thought process in terms of what settings to run, when to run the bot, most of the mistakes that a trader can make have been engineered out of the product. So they're just not in there. We don't have settings that you can mess up. We don't have things that you have to learn how to do. We don't have a lot of decisions that have to be made, barely any at all, in terms of how to run the bot. So if you want to buy a bot that requires or that allows you to manipulate settings, to get very granular in how you want to implement it, that's more of our higher tiered stuff. So something, for example, the shop bot, the RipperX, our custom bot networks, those products are going to be more geared toward the advanced user. That being said, this product is viable for new traders and experienced traders. It doesn't really matter. So if you have a big account, you're a more advanced trader, just buy multiple instruments with multiple contracts per instrument, so you can trade 6-figure, 7-figure accounts. So we've got lots of people that use this bot to trade big accounts, whether it's their own money or funded accounts, and they just use multiple instruments. So say, for example, we'll trade the NQ, ES, CLGC, BTC, RTY, 6E, 6J, trade a big basket of minimally correlated instruments, all simultaneously with this bot using the account P&L and the ARAM and managing risk across the entire account. Now, if you're a smaller trader, just buy one instrument. Focus on the ES, the NQ, the CL, whatever it is that you want to trade, just buy that particular bot, buy one contract at a time. So one instrument, one contract, and then work your way up. As the bigger your account grows, add more instruments, call your sales rep, unlock more contracts with your current bots, and just push it as far as you want to go. So this product you can get in very small accounts, $5,000 accounts are still viable with this because the bot will trade a single contract with a trailing stop or an OCO bracket. So you can run, and it's very selective when it's shots. You can see here in the background on this chart, showing a couple of trades. It's a very accurate sniper-like scalping bot. It'll take probably typically between 6 to a dozen trades per session, depending on the volatility, the bar size configuration. Enough trades with a lot of averages to work out in your favor, but not something that you're over trading, right? So it's exactly the trade frequency and accuracy you're looking for to make consistent daily income with price action scalping. So basically, whether you're a veteran trader, a new trader, you just started trading, you have $5,000 or $5 million, it doesn't really matter. Most of our new customers come in with RipperONE. Like I said, you can buy the more advanced bots. If you're a big trader, you want a custom network, call sales reps for that, or you want to have more. You want to be able to customize the bot and tweak it more to your settings. If you're someone who wants to be very hands-on, again, buy, like, for example, the RipperX, the shot bot, one of our more advanced products in terms of degrees of customization. This product is very advanced, arguably our most advanced product, because it requires the least amount of interaction from the user. So again, very good bot, phenomenal scalping bot, best in the business, incredibly accurate. And again, if you're trading a small account, just buy one instrument with one contract. If you're trading a big account, buy 3 to 5 instruments, unlock multiple contracts, and you can trade 7 figures, no problem with this bot. Okay, so the next section we're going to cover basically the properties panel, and then after that we'll show you some trade examples. Okay, I'm now going to cover the properties panel for the TruTrade RipperONE. So in the first field here we have license key. You put your key in right here. Next we have initial stop ticks. Then we have the trailing stop tick buffer and use trailing stop. So this is optional. If this is enabled, the stop will trail X ticks behind the previous bar. So let's say, for example, you got filled here. The stop will trail 1 tick behind this bar, behind this bar, behind this bar as it moves in sequence toward the target. So again, typically we have this between 1 and 5. Default is 1. Target, again, this is optional. If the target if you're running basically a trading stop, you don't have to use a target because obviously it will lock in profit on the way up. But most of the time, you want to actually use both. So, for example, a target of 60 ticks, in this case, 3 times the bar size, that's pretty standard, although you can run a tighter or a wider one if you want to. So the target basically is your max, the maximum you have a trade. So if you hit 60 ticks, in this case, you're out. But while it's heading toward that, you're also locking in profit 1 tick behind each bar that prints toward the direction of the target. So you're locking in profit with a max target goal. Okay, next we have the ARAM settings. This stands for Automated Risk Adjustment Module. So what that basically means is that if you have a losing trade, the bot will add 1 contract to the next trade. So let's say, for example, you have a loser starting out with a 1 lot, then you have 2, then you have 3, then you have 4. So very rarely will the bot take multiple consecutive losses. Obviously, anything can happen, but typically 1 or 2 would be the max you'd have in a sequence. So the ARAM allows you, if you hit a loser, to quickly get that money back and then some on the next trade. So basically, because the bot has a very high win rate, this bot's win rate is very high. So again, using the ARAM is recommended, although again, you don't have to use it. If you have a small account, you may not want to use it, but for any decent sized account, definitely have that on. Okay, next we have risk management settings. So these are, for those of you familiar with TruTrade already, all of our bots have this functionality. So these are basically kill switches you can turn on or off. So for example, if use max P&L is on, and then the kill switch profit is set to, let's say, $1,000 on the session, and the max drawdown is set to 300. What this will do is that, again, this is realized gain, not unrealized. So this is profit from completed trades only, not trades that are still open. So if your target is 1,000 and you have $1,000 plus or more realized gain, it will stop trading on this for the session until you manually restart the bot. Same thing with the downside. If your drawdown is $300 or more, the bot will stop trading. So next we have the account risk management settings. This is basically the same thing, but for the account the bot is linked to, not the bot's own P&L. So this is the amount of money that bots went up or down since you turned the bot on for this session. Below here, this is the amount of money the account the bot is trading on is up or down. So you actually can manage risk on a bot-wide scale or an account-wide scale. So if you have one instrument, because this bot is sold in single instruments, so there's like, for example, the NQ, ES, CLGC, the bigger traders trading multiple instruments at the same time. You also can unlock multiple contracts. So it starts out as a 1 lot, you can unlock several more contracts, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots. Whatever you need, just call your sales rep there. So basically, if you're trading multiple instruments, you'll want to use the account P&L because let's say you're using the oil version and the NQ version and you want to accumulate a target of, let's say, 1,500 on the account, then one bot could be up 1,000, the other could be up 500, but so the account's up at 1,500 in that case, and the account P&L counts realized and unrealized also, so keep that in mind, but this is realized only. So let's say you have an account drawdown of 500 and an account-wide profit of 1,500 and you're trading the NQ, ES, and CL all at the same time. Well, if your cumulative P&L is 15, they're all going to turn off together. So this is very, very effective for those trading multiple instruments. And the bigger your account is, the more instruments you're going to want to trade. So if you're trading 6 figures, you definitely want to run at least 3 of them, 3 different instruments, and probably 2 or 3 contracts per instrument to fully utilize all the margin available on your account. For the smaller traders, 10,000 or less, you can get away with just 1 instrument. 30 to 50K, definitely 2. 6 figures, definitely 3. If you're trading, $250,000 or more, you want to have 5 or 6. So again, talk to your sales rep about which instruments we best paired together so that you have the maximum hedge against low volatility and the smoothest possible equity curve. Okay, next we have P&L's display settings. Again, this is self-explanatory. If this is on, it'll plot P&L in the bottom right corner of the chart. So it'll show like how much money the bot's made so far in the session right here. Again, not the account, but just the bot itself. Okay, next we have, this is the font size. So it defaults 22. If you have bad eyes, you can run a 30. If you want to minimize it, you can run, let's say like a 12, for example. Okay, so next, time filter. This is very important. So the bot is designed to be turned on with a timer. Again, this is passive plug-and-play automation. TruTrade doesn't sell things that require you to be a good trader or to have a lot of trading experience or even a desire to want to become a good trader. It's just critical that you configure the bot correctly, put the settings which would come in the PDF. And there's some brief training videos, but not much training is really required. Pretty much everything is engineered out of it's the bot's built in a way that doesn't require a lot of interaction from the user. It's a truly passive automation. So the time filters here are very, very important to success. So let's say, for example, that your Eastern time, this would be 9:30 to 10:30, so the first hour of the New York Stock Exchange, cash open, great time to trade. If you want to trade the closing hour, or the London Open are also great times to trade. But this basically tells the bot when to start looking for trades. And basically, so let's say, for example, you have this configuration, your EST, and you have these filters on at the same time, right? So the bot will come on at 9:30, start looking for trades. If it's somewhere within these limits, when the time period elapses, then it will just stop there. But if it hits the P&L targets before the timer runs out, it will stop at your P&L targets for the day. So typically you want to run these bots with a realistic profit target based on your account size. So if you have, let's say, a $10,000 account, aiming to make $500 a day, something reasonable like that would be a good place to start. Although if you can get more aggressive or more conservative, that's up to you. So again, there'll be guidance in this in the training videos and the PDF that come with the bot in terms of recommended position sizes based on the account size and number of instruments that are being traded. So in order to use this, basically it's a 24-hour military time. So this, for example, if it's an AM hour, it's only 5 digits, but it's hour, minute, second. So you can see, and this, by the way, this uses your PC's clock in the bottom right corner of Windows. It does not use the chart template or the exchange time, so keep that in mind. So let's say, for example, you wanted to run 2 to 4 p.m. It'd be 1400, so 140000, and then 4 p.m. would be 1600, so 160000. And if you want to do 4:30, for example, it'd be 1630. And if you want to do 4:30 and 25 seconds, just change the last 2 to a 25. So you can get very granular. If you want to get down to the second, literally you can do that. Although most people are just setting, hour or half hour increments. Okay, next we have the input series. This will default to whatever the instrument was on the chart when you load the bot. So again, but you can change that if you're going to load it from the strategies panel in the control center instead of on the chart. But we recommend just loading it from the chart. Okay, next is the account the bot's running on. You can run a sim, you can run a real money account, you can run prop accounts, whatever you want to do there. Anything below the accounts tab, do not mess with any of this stuff. The calculate, label, look back period, leave that alone. Okay, so in the next section we're going to cover, basically we're going to show you some fills, show you what you can expect to make, trade frequency, accuracy, give you a realistic idea of what this bot's going to generate on a typical session. Okay, so now lastly, we're going to check out some trade examples, show you some historical fills, show you, typically how many trades this bot takes in a session with standard bar sizes, average profit per trade, give you a very, a solid idea of what you can expect after you purchase a bot and start using it. So right here, I've got a chart pulled up of RipperONE. This is on the NQ, the standard 25 bars. We use these for most of our bots, but again, this bot requires absolutely no input from the user other than to turn it on and set the kill switches, which you saw in the previous video section of the video where we showed the properties panel. So I'm going to go ahead and take this tool here, the drawing tool, show you the range value, basically show you, what this typically makes here. So in this swing, we took about a minute 48 seconds, made about $300. And again, this is per contract, right? So if you had a 10 lot version, this would be $3,000 in basically about 2 minutes. So and again, this is with the targets we have on this particular one right now. So this is a 60 tick target we're running here. So again, same thing, about $300 on average, with about 60 tick target, 20 tick bar. Again, you can run significantly different configurations if you want to. You can run a much tighter target. You can run the trailing stop, which you'll see get hit here. So we have a bar trailing stop that's the target's 60 ticks, and the trailing stop is basically coming down behind each bar here with a buffer of 1 tick. So you can put a bigger buffer and have it kind of trail less tightly. Again, whatever you want to do there, but typically the standard is 1 tick. So even in situations where you get a reversal and you don't get the full amount, you're still getting a significant profit. And again, this trading stop protects you as the bot moves down. So again, so you can see here, this whole thing happened. Let's go ahead and pull up the cursor. So we had basically about 7:11 a.m. to 7:17, about 6 minutes. So we had about 300, 300, and 200. So basically we had about $800. Obviously with commissions and slippage, you're probably making about 700. So let's say you had a 3 lot, that would be over $2,000 right there, just in this small little 6 minute window. So again, you can make significant money with this bot. But as I stated previously, the primary reason, the core reasoning and engineering decisions behind this bot, we wanted to make it affordable for the masses to get in, but also scalable so that if you have 7, 8 figures, you can still run this bot and manage a massive portfolio, just trading half a dozen instruments with several contracts unlocked per instrument and go that route. So you can get in small accounts, $5,000 accounts are still viable, and $5 million accounts are viable as well. You just run the bot with more contracts and more instruments with the account-based P&L. But the bot only requires one contract to trade. And again, you can purchase or unlock multiple contracts with each one of the bots and each instrument. If you want to do that, just call your sales rep. I recommend doing that as your account grows. Like I said before, when you purchase the bot, there's access to our members area, which has training videos in our support section. But again, the training required for this bot is very, very minimal. Just basically, what the settings of the bot do. So with TruTrade, the best way to summarize is that we teach you, we don't you don't have to learn how to be a good trader. Trading knowledge is going to be helpful in terms of when to turn the bot on, what bar sizes look good. But in terms of what you need to know, not much of any experience or trading skill is required, because the bot does the trading for you. So at TruTrade, we basically teach you how to use the bot, not teach you how to trade. So a lot of traders, they get hung up on, I want to buy a bot, I want to have training, I want to go into a chat room, I want to, have a live trade group, right? Because they want to feel part of something, they want to be educated. But at TruTrade, we're levels beyond that, right? We don't need to bother with that stuff. You don't need to have a community attached to it, because the settings are all done by us, the product engineers with decades of trading experience. We put that all into the bot from the beginning. So it's not like this bot requires trading experience, and it does not require any significant amount of training. So it's legitimately a plug and play. It's an incredibly powerful system. Anybody can use it. So again, I'm kind of off a tangent here, but that's basically the core reasoning why this product exists and why it's so popular. So I'm going to go ahead now and scroll just a little over here so you can see some more trades. So here we go, where same hour, volatility is a little bit lower. So the trailing stop is kicking in and locking in profits. You can see even if your target's not hit, trailing stop comes in and you're making money on all these trades, even these little smaller ones, right? And you'll roll through here, takes that shot, 66, $300. Again, I'll pull this up again, drawing tools, range value, 60 ticks, about $300. And again, this happened in 10 seconds. So if you had a 5 lot version, you would have made $1,500 in about 10 seconds. So again, incredibly powerful. But you'll notice this bot has excellent filters built in. It's very robust and very adept at dealing with consolidation. So you can see it's not even firing here. The market's in a grinder, it's in a consolidation. It cherry picked this shot, big winner. Look at how well it navigated this. So you have a consolidation here. The bot's not even trading. It takes this trade right here, basically the only big winner in the direction of momentum in this entire consolidation, right? Then it breaks out here, then it's going again here. So profit, basically break even there, profit again, and once again, bot breaks out, big 60-tick winner, so 300, 300. So I mean, just in the course of this session on the NQ, we're talking about probably $5,000 or more per contract being made. And that's just your typical day. That's on a 1 lot. So you can imagine how much money you can make. And again, here's 2 more, right? There's another one right here. range value. These are 60 tick shots right here, about $300 a piece. And these happened back to back. And again, total trade time, 7 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes here on a 10 lot. That's $6,000 on a 5 lot, 3,000. On a 1 lot, $600. So a 1 lot's only going to typically require $1,000 in margin. So on a $5,000 account, you could have easily, made $600 in just a matter of 10 minutes, right? So even a 2 lot could have been traded for $1,200 in a matter of minutes, with accounts as small as 5,000, which is a very small account. So again, spot's very effective. It doesn't trade. It's not going to over trade. You can see it's very selective. It cherry picks shots. It does all the filtering, all the decision making for you. It will get in, get out, take the most accurate, high probability trades, only when conditions are ideal. There's no thought or input required at all by the user. You can see here there's not even a custom chart trader. There's nothing. You just turn the bot on. Again, you can adjust the time the bot runs, the profit, P&L, drawdowns, kill switches. You can adjust, you can choose whether or not to use a trailing stop. Usually we have it on, but again, you can have it off. Just have an OCO bracket if you want to. That's completely fine. Or you can actually have the trailing stop run, but have the target off. So it'll just run indefinitely until a candlestick reverses, X ticks beyond the previous bar's open. So again, phenomenally powerful bot, very, very, very powerful, very accurate, and very easy to use. That's the key thing here. If you're a brand new trader, you can start trading. This could be your first day ever as a trader. And you could take this bot, read the instruction manual, turn it on, and start making money immediately. Again, minimal. We're talking about you can buy the bot, install NinjaTrader 8 if you don't have the platform already, be up and running within 30 minutes of payment. Up, running, trading real money, making money right away. So again, call your sales rep, tell them you want RipperONE, tell them what instruments you want, and basically just let them know. If you want to trade oil, you want to trade the QES, doesn't matter. Call them, get started. And as always, thank you for watching.